Hey everybody, it's Flyin Ryan here with a review of the Redcat Volcano 18 mini monster truck. This thing is so much fun. I have been having an absolute blast with this thing. Just looks really cool. I like the design. It's got a cool look to it. It is four-wheel drive. It only has a brushed motor, but it is really fast. And it has waterproof electronics, so I've been driving it out in the snow. You can drive it in, rain and puddles. So just really cool, especially being waterproof, because it is just a lot of fun to drive this thing in the snow. The four-wheel drive, just drifting and spinning around in the snow. It's really fast. I drove it on dry pavement, and it gets going really quick. I don't know, maybe 30 plus miles an hour or something like that. 30, 35 miles an hour maybe. And for a brushed motor, that's pretty quick. It comes with a lithium ion battery, so it's not a LiPo, but it's still, lithium ion still has quite a bit of power output. So still, again, nice and fast. Don't be alarmed, no LiPo and it's brushed, oh, it's going to be slow. No, this thing is fast. It is a lot of fun. I've got a Traxxas Stampede 4x4 brushless VXL with the 2 or 3S LiPo. So I've driven a fast monster truck, so it's not that I'm just inexperienced. I've have a little bit of RC ground vehicle experience, and this thing is still just a ton of fun to me. But anyway, it's a 2-cell 800 milliamp hour lithium ion battery that takes about 2 hours to charge, and it comes with a wall charger here. So a little bit long on the charge time, so you may want to get an extra battery. Though I wouldn't suggest running them back to back, because you don't want to get that brushed motor too hot. You get about 7 to 10 minute run times. Obviously it varies greatly depending on how fast you're going. So hard to give a good average, but 7 to 10 minutes should be expected. There are 4 little body pins here to keep the body on. You've got pegs on the front, so just like a bigger scale or a bigger monster truck RC ground vehicle, you've got the same kind of canopy design, but I've got them off just for convenience's sake, so you can look inside there. So there's your body. I did manage to break the antenna case here, which is kind of weird. I mean, when it comes up out of the top of the body, how would it not break the first time you roll the thing? So a little bit weird on the design there. I don't know how anybody's not going to break that. But that really doesn't matter. I mean, you'd probably be fine with that too. Just let that hang out the top of the truck, no problem. And that's going to keep it upright. But that that comes separate in the packaging, so you got to slide that over the antenna, and it sticks into the body there, so that helps keep the antenna extend up out of the top. This is your brushed motor, which has this heat sink, which also is separate. You just got to click it on there, so nice and easy to do that, no problem. The battery bay is over here, and you've got these foam spacers, so I don't know if there's bigger size batteries, or maybe this frame is used in other things. Maybe like a brushed version has a bigger LiPo or something, so I'm not exactly sure what the deal is with the battery bay there, but you've got a pin here where you can take the top off, but I actually found that you can just slide the battery in and out without having to take the whole thing off, so that's kind of nice and convenient. Though I would find that I guess it could possibly pull out on its own on a crash or something, but I never actually had that happen. I mean, it's still squeezed in there tight enough that it doesn't really want to come out on its own. But nice and convenient that you can remove it without having to undo the pin every time and whatnot. But there is an on-off switch here. There we go, you can kind of see it. So you plug your battery in, but then you can wait and turn on the on switch. And it is actually accessible with the canopy on, or the body on. So you can kind of reach in under the body and still get to that on-off switch. So I like that. You can put your body on, clip it on and everything, and then when you get out to the field or whatever, you can kind of reach in under the body and flip the on-off switch without having to have the body off. So that's pretty nice. It is all plastic for the most part. I mean, there's a few metal parts here and there. But you know, it's got independent suspension, each wheel, nice, you know, good big movement on it. So it's got a lot of suspension, nice grip on the tires. You know, I drove it in grass and it was getting around in the grass just fine. I've seen some older videos of the, you know, original version of this. This is a rebrand of something. I forget the name of it now. But Jang from Ultimate RC, he was just beating the crap out of this thing. I mean, he threw it around, like literally threw it, bounced it off everything, flipping it, you know, jumping and crashing, and it didn't break. In all stock form, I mean, all these pieces, nothing broke. So, I mean, this is a tough little thing, and I think, you know, just its size, it's not overly heavy. So I don't think you're gonna have to worry too much about breaking parts on this thing. And I've bashed it pretty good too. I did some jumps and, you know, rolled it over and stuff, and I haven't had any problems with it. So I think it's nice and tough. It's fast. It is fun. Being four-wheel drive and waterproof, you can, you know, run it in pretty much all conditions and all terrain, and just had an absolute blast with this thing. The transmitter's your standard, you know, ground vehicle. You've got the wheel here, and then you're forward and backwards. I feel like the transmitter's a little bit big, though. I mean, it's the size of the whole vehicle itself. So I feel like I don't know, it's a little bit kind of big and clunky looking. I think they could have maybe done something a little bit nicer or smaller. I mean, I've got big hands, and look at all that clearance I've still got. So I kind of feel like the transmitter is a little bit bigger than it needs to be and just looks a little bit, I don't know, clunky because of that. But, you know, no real big deal. That's just cosmetic. Let's see. Yeah, I guess that's about all I've got to say about it. So yeah, I did some snow bashing, so we'll look at that first. And then the snow ended up drying up on me, so I was able to get some dry ground speed runs, and then took it over in the grass and drove it around in the grass. So a lot of bit different kind of driving footage to check it out. So let's go see it. Alright, I got the Redcat Volcano 18 little mini monster RC truck out for a little snow run. We'll see how it does in the powdery stuff here. Yeah, a little too powdery, I think. Yeah, it's just digging itself into this powder. Alright, let's do it out here in the street where it's matted down. This should be pretty fun. Oh yeah, that's cool. A little drifting hyper little thing. Oh man, that's cool. Wow, this thing's got some speed. Oh man, that's cool on the snow. Wow, that's a speedy little thing. Oh my gosh, this thing is fast. Oh, got it in the thick stuff. That's pretty fun. Wow. Hopefully it really is waterproof, because I'm going to put it to the test here. Yeah, just not enough ground clearance to get through the thick stuff there. It is awesome out here on the matted down road. That is cool. Alright, let's take it up a ways into the parking lot here. Oop. kind of out of control, drifting all over the place. It takes a lot of work on the controls. This little thing is fun, man. Can't imagine how fast it'd be on dry ground. This thing's got some go to it. That's pretty cool, kind of ramping over the little center snow drifts there. Somebody's doing their own donuts over there. This is a hyper little thing, holy cow. Come on, get out of there. Definitely got to stay out of this thicker stuff on the side here. Oh my gosh, this thing's fun. Alright, well that's probably a long enough run review. I'll have to get this thing back out in the spring and see how it does on some dry ground, but that was pretty fun, little snow test there. That is a hyper little monster truck. That is fun. We'll see how it does on dry ground. Alright, well the snow has melted and cleared up a little bit, so I figured I'd do some speed runs on some dry ground here just to show how fast it can go, and then we'll go try it in the grass. Cool little snow ramp right here. That's pretty cool. Alright, now that I got the tires all wet. Yeah, that was probably not the best move, getting the tires wet right off the bat. Let them dry out a little bit as I do some speed runs. I need a little bit of steering trim. That's it. This is a speedy little guy, man. Alright, so there were some speed runs. Let's do some off-roading here. Take it along in the grass and stuff. This thing is fun, man. Looks like it's handling this grass no problem. Oh, rolled it. getting some wheelies a little bit going there. Whoa! That was kind of cool. Man, for its size, this thing is unstoppable. Just plowing through the leaves and grass like it's nothing. This little thing is cool. Whoa! Oh, looks like I'm about to lose my antenna cover. Pop that back in there. Whoa! Alright, well anyway, I think that's a long enough run video. Did some snow bashing, did some speed runs and grass runs. Pretty cool, unstoppable little truck, man. This thing is fun. Very cool. Alright, well check out the video description for price and purchase link. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.